You must have guessed what type of film this is by now. Yep, it's a zombie K-drama. I've always wondered if Korea is actually like how it is in Lookism. Like bullying, violence, etc. Let's see if this will change my mind. Nope. Anytime I see kids on the roof, I always ask myself, how did they get up there? Like, do they not lock these dangerous places up or what? Now look what it has caused. This poor guy, Jinsu, trying to fight back, gets thrown off. Ooh, ow. Don't worry, he's fine. Instead, what you should be worried about is this. Bro must be on some special Febreze to be tweaking out this bad. So he's rushed to the hospital by 8 p.m. Not really, I don't know what time he got there. Anyway, the hospital ambience welcomes footsteps. A man enters the hospital and sneaks into Jinsu's room. I mean, why not? He works in the hospital and knows exactly where Jinsu is now. It turns out to be Mr. Lee, Jinsu's father. So why is he sneaking around then? So Jinsu wants revenge, but his dad wants him to chill. So they get in a struggle. Mid-struggle, and Jinsu starts tweaking the head out like. So the father lifts the Bible and is probably going to pray for his son now. Or he can do that, I guess. Here are two things you must know to survive. 1, don't leave a pencil near John Wick. And 2, don't let Mr. Lee get his hands on a Bible. When they said the word of God is a weapon, I don't think this is what they meant, fam. Then he bags him up and wheels him out. One question though, how did no one catch him? Where did he get this bag and how did Jinsu fit in it? And why is he so used to this? But just like that, Jinsu is wasted. Nope. We cut to a school with students cleaning. A teacher passes by and... Wait, what? She said keep up the good work and do your homework. Bro said I won't. What the hell? So normal activities are ongoing and then comes the break. Everyone heads out, leaving this sleeping girl all alone. As she wakes up, a noise catches her attention and she goes to explore. Girl, your name is Hyunju, not Sherlock. Why are you going to investigate? If it was a Nigerian, they would have reached the house by now. You and who won't go explore? Dang. Anyway, she approaches something covered and shaken. Hold on, we might actually get to see what's causing the mutation. What sort of abomination lies under this cover? Seeing a mouse that can cause this amount of shaking, somehow she thinks it's still a good idea to go closer to it. And so she gets bit and tries to leave, but Mr. Lee arrives, so nope. And then we go to this other guy. To be honest, they're just bouncing these POVs. I don't think any of these people will actually matter in the grand scheme of things in this movie. Or K-drama rather. Anyway, we go to this other guy. His mom owns a chicken shop and he and his friends go there. Reminds me of that one scene from Lookism. If you know, you know. Sad stuff, man. Man, watching this is hard for me. These girls are cooking the food when they aren't even the ones who cooked it. So basically, they're just using this poor ogler as a meal ticket. Then they go on about how weird Mr. Lee is. How he smells like a dead corpse and all. Gang, do they actually still use chalkboards generally in Korean schools? Why? Okay, just did some research and turns out they use it because it's more cost-effective and conducive for their learning. And the teachers actually prefer it. That's crazy. Anyway, their discussion leads to this talk about school. Good burn, my boy. Get on a pause. Later, the girl, Onja, calls out to him and asks him something. My boy is in love, bro. I can't blame him though. I almost fell in love too, and I'm not even there for real. In moments like this, you have two options. To say the truth, confess your feelings and risk rejection, or to take the easy road and roast them. And guess which road he took? Come on, gang. Cheongsan was literally named after a restaurant. No one is softer than him. He took the easy way out as fast as he could. I like how there are many elements like romance, bullying, etc. in this one, and they don't just jump to the main zombie one immediately. Anyway, everyone is starting to notice Hyunju's disappearance, and another teacher asks Mr. Lee about it. But his guilt is so obvious that she might not have caught on, because I'm sure the sound she heard from the back doesn't help either. So she leaves, and he goes back in his office and starts vlogging. Why is bro making the type of videos that you will find in an apocalypse endgame? I don't think it's that serious, buddy. Then he gives Hyunju a shot. Bro, I don't think that's where that goes. Oh, I forgot bro is a teacher, not a scientist.
But what if it's a science teacher?
But one question though, how did all this start? How did the mouse get contaminated in the first place? Well, that brings us to Mr. Lee's class about viruses and parasites. He says their will to live is stronger than their hosts, and that's why they control them. and then the infected girl escapes. And this is where all hell breaks loose. From the symptoms Hyunja is showing, the virus or parasite gives the victim an intense urge to kill. I don't know if there are more effects, of course, apart from smelling like a corpse. So does that mean Mr. Lee is also infected somehow? Anyway, the news of Mr. Lee's deeds spread throughout the school. At this point, about 3 people have been infected, and an ambulance carries Hyunja away. Just kidding. Anyway, this leaves Onja and this guy, Hyuk, alone. So Onja makes her move and asks him out. Bro, you just saw your friend go through one kind of... This is a whole traumatic experience for you, Seth, and your friend. You just saw her get kidnapped and everything and freaking bound, bruh. And the next thing, what's just on your mind is to ask this guy out. That's crazy. This girl has some guts, so... She get mind, bro, she get liver. Okay, so Onja makes her move and asks him out. What about Chongsan, he says. Aren't you going out with him? No, I'm not. Dang, see how fast she said that. F in the chat for my boy Chongsan. He had a great run, but his cooking is not done yet. Dang, this cold-hearted ogler. My boy can never recover from this again. And guess what happens next, guys? That's right, he appears right behind her. But not like all this cliche stuff that he'll hear everything. Nope. This time he didn't hear anything at all. When Onja leaves, he and Hyuk have a little talk. Hyuk asks, are you and Onja dating? What? Hell nah. I'd rather date a zombie than date her. I know we're all this guy at one point in our lives, afraid to see how we really feel about someone we like. Back at the science room, Mr. Lee returns and sees no sign of Onja. No. Instead, 2 teachers come in behind him. Why is bro looking so shocked that he got caught? He was literally hiding her in the worst place ever. Anyway, he starts screaming, "You can't take her to the hospital!" and finds himself in the principal's office. One student's whereabouts is unknown, another is in critical condition, and what the principal is worried about is some school evaluation. Typical of these guys who have lost the plot. Fast forward a bit and the police arrive, and by pure instinct, they know Mr. Lee is the culprit. Come on, gang. Oh my bad, it seems like he's already familiar with him. What was Mr. Lee's past like? Is he the creator of the virus? Will we see Jinsu again? So many questions to answer, man. Unknown to everyone, the virus keeps spreading. The nurse that treated Hyunja was bitten by her and is now also infected. But more importantly, look at this love triangle or square or whatever. Jungsan likes Onja, and Onja likes Hyuk, and Hyuk likes this normal class monitor. And for real, I can't get it out of my head how this bully looks like a full-grown man. Bro looks like he has a few kids that he hates. A while later, after the virus had spread in her body, the nurse starts a full-blown tweak off. And what does the Gen Z human do? He pulls out his phone and starts recording. Recording while your man is getting his face chewed off. #brotherhood. Anyway, a lot of people are infected in this situation. It's all tragedy everywhere. Below, everyone is getting infected, and above, a bullied girl is trying to log out escape, and chaos just erupts. It's crazy how one side of the school is completely chaotic, while the other side is calm. Is that how enormous the school is? Meanwhile, in the cafeteria, Onja tells Chongsan that she likes Hyuk. No, I know this look. Bro is devastated inside, and even when he tries to play it off, he's still hit with another critical strike. Dang, now he has to help the girl he likes get with another guy. This counts as a war crime, right? And just then the chaos finally reaches them. Not gonna lie, these guys have the survival skills of a crayfish. I don't know if I've said it before, but a Nigerian would have disappeared long ago before all this one. Immediately you hear any Baba don't take off. And the episode ends just as an infected reaches Onja. Girl, what type of reaction is this? Anyway, that's where it ends. I like how dynamic the story is. Not just a bland apocalypse survival theme, but also romance, bullying, and other elements mixed in. And that's the end of the video. Brand crew out. Ciao.